Hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let's see if this is actually working. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Appears to be working all right so far. All right. Let's see if this is actually working. Looks like we are live at the moment. Very exciting times. So, see if this continues to work. But in the meantime, appears to be working all right so far. We'll keep ticking along. Never used this before. Live at the moment. So, yeah, very exciting. The question is, how do I see chat? You know, maybe I'll wait until someone actually gets in the chat before I worry about that. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave it up on the right. There should be a way. Anyway. Very exciting times. Ugh. See how the latency is looking. 1080p. Looking all right so far. I think. Not bad. All right. Well, yeah. Hey, X-Upload, yeah. Just thought I would give it a go. You know, I have to grind for CvC anyway, so I thought I might as well, you know, start streaming and just see if anyone wanted to pop in. Nothing too exciting to start with, but you know, might as well. Might as well if I was going to be playing some raid anyway. How are you going? Just grind through some tag team arena to start with. Let me know if, you know, I sound fine as well in terms of microphone, etc., etc. I need to go through. Bought some kind of, what's the word, bags yesterday just to go in today, so I had more stuff to use. But yeah, hopefully I think we should be okay in terms of everything running. XP load. Refresh. Ah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I got a new one just before Christmas, so sounds a bit better than the old one, which is good. But yeah, what tier are you on in terms of personal rewards? Just out of curiosity. Should probably see if I can figure out how to get some music playing as well, but probably would get copyrighted, I'd assume, if I played any type of music. It's all right there. Oh yeah, nice. Tier 5's good. Tier 5's good. It's the jump up to get 400,000 points is incredibly difficult, I found. It requires a lot of resources to get in, you know, to push up. So it took me a long time. I don't think. Ah, right. Spotify and check. All right, I'll have to put my headphones back on to see if this is actually working, but let me have a look. See my Spotify pop up for a second then, probably. Yeah, Yeah, that's fair. Getting up to tier 6 is a lot of effort. I just wanted to get up to tier 6 for the get up to tier 6 for the sacred shot. Yeah, I'll have a look at see if I can find some no copyright stuff then. Put this on shuffle and see what. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, smart shuffle. Probably not. Oh no, that's just normal shuffle. Yeah, right. All right. Let me know if you end up hearing anything, because that is a bit loud. Because I can adjust the audio for it, is what I was going to say. If you can, I've started playing the music. So if you can hear anything, let me know. If you can't hear anything, also let me know, and I'll keep trying to figure it out. All right. Taros, pain to deal with, Taros. Up the music volume a notch. All right, I'll see what I can do. All right, let me know if that's a bit better. If it isn't, I'll keep trying, I suppose. Right. Yeah, it's just very fiddly. We'll keep getting there. Hello, Glide. Nice to see you pop in. I haven't touched it for like the past 30 seconds or so. So if that's still too low, just let me know again and I'll up it a bit more until we get to a good spot. Let's deal with this other team. Thank God, not running Ashnar into Marushka anytime soon, fortunately. Got plenty to do though for this CvC. Don't think I have any mythical books, unfortunately, so I don't think we'll be booking any mythicals today, but Progressives Glide, I'll have a look at them in a second. My initial impressions were the Knights Rev Day was going to be better than what is on today. I think today's Banner Lords from memory. Just having a look at all the other content creators' videos a bit earlier. We'll go have a look at them now as well. So progressive for this. Look, anytime there's a faction unity, I'll increase it a bit more then. All right, see if that's a bit better for you. Just increase it then, so it might take a second for it to, come through. Yeah, anytime there's a faction unity, I mean, it's always a good time to chase. Of course, Edward's in here. Apparently, again, I don't have access to the test server, so I can't test him, but he looked quite good on paper, but apparently he just does not hit hard enough with his block revive and etc. So he lands some great debuffs. But unfortunately I just don't think he's going to be good enough if, he doesn't hit hard enough. And Ensnare is good, but, not amazing. Other than that, Kaja and Timot work well together, but I mean, if I was putting anything into the progressive, I'd either go for the faction unity or Edward Stultus is good, but not, you know, an amazing champion by any stretch of the imagination. He's great, but he's not, you know, amazing. So I wouldn't be chasing anything on the progressives. That was loud. But yeah, Void wise, you can have a look. If you don't have Titus, of course, obviously going after Titus. I think Raglan's quite cool with her buff she got, and then Baron, I believe, is an older champion, so nothing too special there. 5%, yeah, sure. I'll take it down a little bit. All right, moved it a little bit. I mean, the volume slider on Spotify is not that big, so I can keep adjusting it there. All right. Learning experience for everyone. If it's still too loud, I'll adjust it with the actual slider in OBS. Very hype, no copyright music for some CvC grinding here. All right, perfect. Cheers, XP lad. I appreciate the help with getting me to adjust the volume correctly. So yeah, let me know if you want anything else changed, etc. And we'll keep having a look. Hopefully your grinding is going well. CvC. I always find it annoying. Yeah, I will have to go back through and have a look again. I think it should be all right in terms of not moving it. But yeah, I have to be careful flipping it around each time. I'll probably take the headset back off for the moment then. But yeah, not a fan of having to wait the entire day to, you know, actually start playing. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm not sure what time CvC kicks off for you, but for me it's 8:16 p.m. right now. So yeah, gotta wait for most of the day until I can start actually going through all the stuff. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Glide. Good point. No summon rush for the rest of the fusion. Would you say summoning epics are best to do now? Well, yeah. If there's no summon rush for the rest of the fusion, then it would definitely be probably the smartest idea to, you know, if you want to get more value, you could do it now. I'm not sure if they're running, they might run other events. So that would be a consideration. It depends if you just want to hold on to it. But yeah, now's a good time as you'd be able to double dip, I suppose. And yeah. How long do you stream for, XP Load? How long do you stream for? Yeah, no, I don't worry, Glide. I got what you meant. I got what you meant. There's no more summoning events where you get points from fragment summons, is what you were trying to say. But yeah, I mean, you never know what they could drop on us in terms of between now and the end of the fusion. It's still another week and a bit, I think. So it could drop anything on us, you know, last minute. I doubt it, but you'll get the double dip now if you decide to summon. So from that perspective, it could be all right. Are you both doing this fusion? Check the music. Yeah, music's still playing. Get the headphones on for the moment. Hear the music. Use up all these classic arena tokens and then probably go into some faction wars. Yeah, she's bad purely though for faction wars reasons. Yeah, I get you. I think the reviews for her so far have been underwhelming from the CCs that have, managed to playtest her. Of course, none of us have, but purely for the new faction, you're right. I think you just have to go and experience. Like, yeah, that's a lot of hours streaming. A lot of hours streaming. Too bad. Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. You didn't have a support. I mean, streaming, unlike making YouTube videos, a lot more time. A lot more time has to be spent streaming in order to get the same results. So, yeah, if you're not getting the support, I mean, it was probably... That is unfortunate. Should have been paying more attention to the full turtle team then. But yeah. Fusion, yeah, just because I won't finish Faction Wars before. Yeah, I get you. I mean, I think even if you're not... Like, even if you're finished Faction Wars, right? It's still probably a good idea to go get her, just because she'll be good for wave clear. And you just never know what, champions they're going to release. And if they're ever going to actually, release a guaranteed champion, guaranteed in quotations, of course, before they actually release the faction crypts, yeah, you just don't know. They might just add more to the summoning pool, but then won't do like a fusion from the Argonauts or, a 7-day login champion. Speak of which, we all should get, it's the wrong button. We all should get Ezio during this, which would be exciting. Extra 30,000 points, I think it is. He looks quite good in terms of up there. Let me know what you guys think about him. I honestly think he's quite cool. I mean, poison sensitivities with the bombs for Stone Skin. Is he going to be S tier, A+? Probably not. But, I mean, he looks cool enough and happy to go and collect as many as possible. Is my general opinion on the matter. Grim Forest Faction Wars. There's no Faction Wars bosses. All right, let's go have a look at Faction Wars. What is open today? Sylvan Watchers and Demon Spawn. I have Volcanics. Again, it's hard to give blanket advice for this because I don't know what your account looks like. In terms of booking, you can't go wrong with Mithrala. I mean, Mithrala is just such an amazing champion. Dark Elves. She's got the, the increased defense, increased attack, hex, strengthen, shield, cleanse, poisons, and she's got the amazing passive. So, knowing nothing else about your account, I'd probably say book Mithrala. But it's hard to tell without, seeing what you're trying to progress in on your account, etc. But yeah, as Glide said, I'd probably go with Mithrala, not knowing anything. Yeah, having a look at Ezio. Yeah, unfortunately, Ezio does kind of need books to work. Because some champions they give out don't need books, but his debuff chance is on on books. So I would go with Mithrala. But yeah, Faction Wars, that's what I was gonna go. Both of these faction crypts aren't very strong for me personally. They're not high. I gotta build a Magnar for Demon Spawn and then Sylvan Watchers. I built Kill in the Shrek though. Yeah. I mean, Mithrala is just such a great... She covers so many buffs and debuffs for Hydra. And it's you need to be able to rotate through. Plus, she does have that PvP usage as well, if you still choose to use it for that. She can be really annoying to deal with her passive. So yeah, but on face value, as Glide says, I'd definitely go with Mithrala. How far into the game are you, Volcanics? Like, what's your general account progression looking like? Yeah, I might avoid doing these faction wars because they both take a little bit of a second to do. So they're not that exciting. Unfortunately, Live Arena's not open. at the moment. Otherwise, we would be playing a couple games of Live Arena because I do enjoy it. But hopefully, Plarium decides to make it open 24/7 soon. It's still pretty close. Still pretty close to Lydia. Yeah, great champion, which you definitely know by now. But I wouldn't say there's a massive rush to get her. I don't think they'll open up the faction crypts for, you know, a couple months at bare minimum. Lydia can be a bit deceiving. I think it took me just over, maybe around the 280 days. So it's pretty far into the game. Definitely, yeah. I'd probably say it's more mid-game. I agree with you, XP load, sorry. I gotta say, stop saying XP load. You summoned a glide. Very exciting times. Very exciting times. Very helpful for your Chimera. Very helpful for your Chimera then. I feel that she's just such a dominant champion for Chimera when you need a fear for the ram head. I'm not too familiar with any other champions that have a nice true fear possibility on the A1. It depends if you have... Do you have a blessing for a glide? So you can put Nature's Bounty on it? Is that what it is? Yeah, Nature's Bounty. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Volcanics. It is hard to tell. There's lots of CCs have made videos on it. Lots of CCs have made videos on it, but... Like, I think in my description, it still says mid-game, but I mean, I think you could probably consider me endgame, given I can clear all the hard dungeons, etc. No blessing is a bit unfortunate. No blessing is a bit unfortunate. That's all right. I'm sure you'll get one eventually. Potentially, anyway. We'll go and fill out some of my Great Haul here, the affinity bonus. We'll just fill out as much of the magic as we can. Go from there. See how much we can do. Another one. All right, that's up to 18. Next personal CvC, we might be able to get that to 10. And then can move on to doing resistance. I want to level 8. Yeah, right. I should run some of my Hydra teams as well. I haven't collected any of the gear from last week. Happens every single week. Never get around to collecting this stuff. I had to clear out my inbox though. I was stuck at 390. So I went through and cleared it out. Now it's just basically filled all the way with multi-battles. So... Sand Devil's tournament's on too. Gotta farm out the Sand Devil tournament. Gear Ascension tournament. Lots to do in game. Alright, we'll do Sylvan Watches. Probably just farm stage 18 though, I don't think... Oh, Keelan actually. Yeah, we'll do some booking. Alright, upgrade skills. Let's have a look. I do have 2 mythical books. I could finish booking Embreeze's second form. I think that's probably the best use of these mythical books. Actually, I didn't think I had any. Pleasant surprise. Other than that, in terms of legendary champions, I've got Hilvi I have to book out. And I do have a nice 5-star soul waiting for her too, so we'll book out Hilvi. And then I'll just do a couple of these epics. I took a Kentum to 6-star as well for the champ training, so I will book the Kentum out. And yeah, Couple nice champions to build it. But let me know if you think booking the Embreeze in his second form is the best idea. I think it's probably the best use of the books. I don't think it's worth putting it into his first form. Mikage's got her ally attack booked out, and Ashnar's second form is fully booked. So I think it's probably the best use of the books anyway. We'll definitely go book out Hilvi for the moment. Use all 8. She's very light on the books. You will have to make an account takeover again and check what teams could clear faster. Some hard 10 pulled a Rio Bone Spear. Very nice. Again, I've never personally played with a Rio, but I know she can be used for Sandel with all of her debuffs she puts out, but I'd have to actually check myself how to properly use her. But yeah, I think most usage is in Sandel, and she might be used in maybe a Chimera team or two. I'm just thinking out loud with the amount of debuffs. Anyway, we'll go and book out the Hilvi here. Ooh. Yeah, I agree, Glide. I got too many Force champions. Especially all my mythicals being Force have drained every single one of these potions. But Hilvi's now booked. Here comes the... yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. Forgot about the second Mikage until you very politely reminded me. And we'll get Hilvi. Yeah, we'll chuck that on Hilvi. Can someone actually... You don't get any points for putting on blessings, right? Pretty sure you don't. Anyway. If someone could just politely clarify that for me, that would be great, because I don't want to waste it. In terms of, is there any events you would get them for? We got Keel in the Shrike up here. Book him out as well. Yeah, I think I'll probably lean towards just doing the second form Famries at the moment. And book at Kenton fully as well. No, for getting Soul you get points. Yeah, all right, that makes sense, Glad. I will just put that on, and then I'll book the Tagoar. Not for applying. Yeah, that's fine. All right, booked out 3 epics. Used a lot of epic books, but with no belt, so might as well grab them. Don't think anyone else really needs books. No. All right. We'll leave the mythical books for the moment whilst I'll think on that. In the meantime, let's go and have a look at Killing the Shrike. Need to check what his kit does. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, I'll play Hilvi's Soul here. Get that on. Very exciting times. Volcanics, if you're still around, what tier are you in for CvC? I haven't actually checked either how we're going. We're tier 5 for as the clan. Personal rewards, I am tier 6. So we of course will be going for the 400,000 points. At the moment, let's have a look. 9,000. Look at Glide all the way up there. 119,000. The same most of that comes from his Lydia. But yeah, we should be in an interesting spot. We'll see how they are. We'll see how they go. See if I can have a look at them. 448 million player power. I've got no idea what language this is, unfortunately. Let's have a look at this guy. 510. Interesting. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, Cartide Gamer? I think that's how you say it. Good to see you in here. Volcanics, yeah. That's all right. Enjoy playing the game with your friends. It's the best time. Don't want to sit here just playing a game by yourself. always more enjoyable when you got people to play it with. I didn't realize it had a soul for killing, so we'll put that on too. How's your CvC going, Cartide? Hopefully you're progressing through it nicely. Thinking about putting Intimidating Presence on the Hilby. I think that might be the play. Gives me another 5-star banner, because my only other 5-star banner at the moment is Fabian. So give me another good option for some PvP. Of course, still have to build her yet. Haven't actually built her, but incredibly cool looking champion. Looks very similar to a Demetha though. And that style of dwarf. Anyway, we will move on. We'll have a look at these faction wars after I've been putting it off. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm very lucky that the clan I'm in, everyone is very nice, so it's they're very good to hang around with. He's also an attack-based damage dealer. Alright, so we'll chuck Dythe in Tholan's gear. Then we'll put Keelan in, probably put him in Michelangelo's gear. Lemonisi can go in the 3rd attack-based damage dealing set I have. And then we got Werenen here can go in Arbiter's gear. Who else do we have in here? And Tree Shield Knock can go in Mithrala's gear. Yeah, that's always the hope. It's very sad losing a personal reward CvC, especially when you know, pump a bunch of resources in. So for your sake again, yeah, hopefully you're not matched up against too strong of a clan. We'll chuck some. Does anyone else also have this issue with their accessories? I can never be bothered to go through and clear my accessories. So my artifacts are generally rolled up on the whole, but my accessories are nowhere near rolled up. Anyway, can you do? It's just not a very fun experience. Yeah, alright, so he does need accuracy. How much he's got? 220 at the moment. I think that should be fine just to do normal. Got some interesting banners here, which I should probably roll up. Not currently on a gear enhancement event though, so I might avoid that for the moment. Just look for a crit damage necklace to put on him. See what we got. I mean, might as well give him some stone skin at the start of the round. Chuck that on. Banner wise, what do we want? Probably something that's already rolled. This will do for the moment. And then amulet, just an attack amulet, I think will be fine. You might as well. Missing the attack percentage on the rolls. We'll roll this to 8. See if it rolls attack percentage. That will do once again. All right. We'll see if we can. We'll give Lemonisi a crit damage one too. Why not? Why we're at it. Is all. I'll just give it this one. All right. Let's see if we can do stage 21. I don't think I've ever tried stage 21, but we might be able to do it with Keelan built. Oh, whatever. Let's put this on. Yes, I am free to play Cartide. I have not spent $1 on this. Well, it's a game. On this account, I've not spent $1. Yeah. This can be a bit frustrating because there's actually things that I would spend money on. I would spend money on some things in this game. Not everything. I wouldn't spend a lot of money, but there's some items where I would actually consider spending. But I mean, I've gone a year without spending, so might as well continue on at this stage. Plus, I enjoy it. It's a bit. I enjoy being free to play. I enjoy being free to play. I need to learn what all these guys do. It's a good challenge. I mean, I've got, again, I don't have any issue with people spending money on the game at all. I think, you know, people are more than welcome to spend as much money as they want, and if it's something that interests them, then they, you know, more than welcome to. But yeah, I haven't spent any money on this account. Just a chance. All right, this one's got the buff. I was pretty sure Eliminacy had a buff removal, which is what I was checking for, but not on her A1, unfortunately. Again, if anyone has any comments on the actual stream quality itself, be that music or, you know, volume, etc., just let me know. And I'm happy to fiddle around with it all. Let's keep going through. We'll actually open up with the increased accuracy this time, I think. Return Man-Eater is going to be the most annoying here. This is why Dice is so good. Yeah, I enjoy free to play. Like, it's a challenge, right? And you enjoy the challenge. Interesting question for you. Like, for me, it's just like, I'm happy not spending money on the game, but would you consider if someone won, you know, gems from a giveaway, etc.? I think you put in like a pack number or something after it. Would you still consider that free to play? Because, again, I personally, for me, it's just about not spending money on the game. But obviously, I know some people would consider it more, you're getting any type of resource, you know, that you wouldn't usually be able to earn. I mean, entering a giveaway is something, because I think everyone can enter a giveaway and you get a possibility of winning it. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. I always find it an interesting topic. I have no idea what this boss does. This is the annoying boss. This boss is so annoying when I was trying to clear through. Very frustrating. See if he goes. Not bad. But yeah, this boss is a pain if you don't have a reviver. Actually, I have to give a big shout out to Glide, because he helped me with one of my faction crypts. I believe it was my Undead Hordes. Same boss as this, didn't have a reviver. And he was able to get it done for me. So, big shout out. But yeah, Difey also made this boss a lot easier. As you can see, as he gets extra turn after extra turn. This might be able to be done on auto, actually. With all the gear on. I should have gone into his extra turn. That's right. Alright. Stage 21 clear. I think hard is probably trying to ask too much. We can go have a look though. There's probably no point in me playing this on manual. But we'll see. The jump up from Faction Wars normal to hard is just ridiculous. Like the level of difficulty. Yeah, Undead Pain. Yeah. I remember the aspect of Siroth came in clutch though. From memory. Which was a very smart decision to put on. There's Casual the Rye in the progressive at the moment. Saying that, I am probably not going to be able to. Alright, well, it's just not going to bother. I'm not going to bother with that for the moment. Alright, we'll just go and finish off stage 21. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it was just more from the question. Like, I know, topic from a while ago, but Boozer gets like his CC perks, which I consider fine, right? He's still free to play in my mind because he obviously makes videos every day, works incredibly hard to put out content, and from that he gets, you know, the free stuff, right? So If anyone puts their mind to it, I think they could do that, which is just, you know, where that comment comes from. But yeah, I know some people weren't happy because some people like to think that, you know, they can, they like to base their own account off what someone else is doing, which is fair enough, right? But obviously, if you're not getting, you know, the CC perks, it becomes harder to do what Boost is doing. But I definitely still consider him free to play. Yeah, Glad. I should get that clip off of you at one stage. It's very, very intense. It's going less well than when I was doing it full manual, but I think it's taking less time, which is always nice. Off removal there. Yeah. Life is used his A3, an extra turn. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we can clear the boss. Like to put in the extra effort to do as high as possible. Usually I just do 18, but with CvC on, you get, you know, the nice extra points. Interesting the boss didn't go into his second skill then. Excuse any other notifications you guys see. I'm not sure if you guys see it. You might have seen the notification that will just pop up. That's right. It's the Steam notifications. All right. So when watch is done. Yeah, 100%, 100% Cartide. He's makes great content. Obviously free to play. He's very end game on both accounts, but I also find you know he has the second account which is completely no perks. Obviously doesn't do all the stuff that his main one does, but it's just super impressive. Full-time job as well, so you gotta respect it. All right, one done. I don't think I'll do my Demon Spawn for you guys. It takes 6 minutes. It can clear stage 21, but it's not fun to watch. Need to build Magnar for it to actually get it to go a bit quicker. So I'll leave that for another time. Go back and see what we're doing over here. Michelangelo needs his gear back on. Huge shout out to Raid for giving us the free gear removal. Huge improvement in quality of life. Thrall and then Arbiter, I think, is the other one that needs gear. It is just over a year old. If I can show you the login. So I'm about to finish Cleoptrix. Yeah. So I turned a year old on the 24th of December. So a year and basically, yeah, nearly a year and 1 month old. I've probably played the game too much though. So actually, I'll scrap that. I have played the game too much for what I think people probably should. But yeah, that's fine. All right, let's have a look. If you see me looking over at the other screens as well, it's just because that's where all the... Got a couple other accounts up. Go on the side. How old is your account, Cartide? How long have you been playing for? great shout out, XP Load, for helping me set up the music. It's making making this much nicer. So thank you for helping. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. What I'll show you in a second, XP Load, where I'm at on the Marius missions. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, that's a while. Are there any faction groups you're specifically stuck on that have been causing you a lot of trouble? Marius missions, where are we? Marius missions here. I'm on mission 169. I've been on this for a while too. 80 Immortal Soul Essence from the Iron Twins. It's just complete RNG on whether that happens. Other than that, it's just I should be able to do the rest of these missions, basically. I've cleared D17, which is a bit of a major hurdle. This rotation, hard 10's fine. 40 live arena battles just takes a second. I've got enough zeal. The main thing will be actually beating Amius, because I can beat Amius on this rotation. I have done it before. However, I've got an issue with this key over here and a lack of 6-star. So this is why I built Keelan. Because I did not have a single 6-star that could do this, and I'm probably going to have to take up some more champions. I might have to take up another Muslim Catacomb Counselor. Thanks, Glad. Yeah. I mean, as soon as I think just as a free champion, he's someone you should really try to get. So amazing, but then obviously I have the Newt. So a Newt and a Yumiko, which makes reset teams and, you know, cycling through bosses quite nice if you can get the true enemy max HP. I'm on 50 out of 80 on a current task. No, you're getting there. Getting there, Raid Shadow. Yeah, I mean, I put a lot of focus on it. I got lucky with some of my champion pulls. I mean, the main thing I think is, you know, finite hard 10, incredibly difficult. This team, can't remember if this team works. I was trying to see if my turtles could do it, but I don't think they can. Off the top of my head. Yeah, XP load. Agreed. That's what I think. This is the. I was on this mission for the other rotation. D17's the Eternal Dragon here. But yeah, it's this final key I'm going to be stuck on. I might give it a go a bit later. Dwarves Crypt is funny. I don't own a single legendary champ from that faction. Been avoiding doing fusions and started doing fusions this year. And I did 2 of them, Donnie and Yuki Masa. Yeah. Donnie's a great fusion to do, and same with Yuki Masa, especially if you need to revive it for Shadowkin. That's crazy that you don't have a single legendary, by the way. My dwarfs is I did Shadowkin. My dwarfs was ridiculous. Before I picked up Hilvi, I had 2 Herndigs, a Newt, a Tholan, and an Oozle. So I was literally just running all damage. Fire Knight hard 10, I did it with Turtles and Ledium. I've got the champions to give that a go. I've got to rebuild my Fire Knight hard 10 team. Of course, I got the Newt. So, I could try running that. Newt should be at the back. This team is not correct. But, I don't think my turtles will be able to survive enough. And I don't think they'll do enough damage to drop without being able to drop turn meter and stuff. Newt does the most amount of damage in this team. They're probably just not built fast enough. They're kind of built to operate as a tag team arena team. Like with their speeds, like Donnie's only 255. So if I want to put them into anything else, I'll have to probably rebuild them. Do you know what speeds you run off the top of your head, Raid Shadow? I'd be curious to see what You know, maybe not all the speeds, but, you know, just the general vibe of how the team goes. Because all my turtles are like 250 speed. And then my Mikage's 328 at the moment. Alright, here I am clicking around. Alright, let's do some Iron Twins. We'll do the first run, manual, and then probably chuck it back to background battles. Background multi battles. Yeah, Donnie and Relentless and Stone Skin. Relentless and Stone Skin's a good build for him. He's really good. I mean, all the turtles are good with extra turns in their kit because the ally attack, so building him in Relentless is a very good shout. Stone Skin as well. Thank you for the hearts in the chat, guys. I can see them popping up on the side. So, optimizer, sorry, popping up. Remember to stay hydrated, everyone, too. All right. Probably run that background battle. I don't think you guys need to watch my Iron Twins team run. What else do we need to do for these daily missions? Summon 3 champions. Should we YOLO an ancient? Holy. 33 mythicals from 34 shards, man. Every 10.3 recurring. It's ridiculous. Congratulations. Hopefully you got some good mythicals. I'd be very disappointed if you got 3 Garrels out of that. But yeah, huge congratulations for that. That's very impressive. Hello. Ella the Smeller 10. You want me to YOLO the Ancient? Yeah. Yeah, I can check my Mercy. I'm not sure what it's at the moment. But definitely, who do we want to put in? I think we'd have to put in Edward, right, for the progressive. As the limited time champ. We'll put him in for the moment. If we can have a look, you can see all the other accounts that got open. Have a look at the progressive. 164 into the Mercy on the Ancients. But yeah, all right. So far we're leaning towards YOLO. I like the optimism there. The Smeller 10. Edward is that guy, yeah. It looks cool, right? I think he's the one from Black Flag. He definitely looks like it. Anyone's more than welcome to correct me if I'm wrong with that. Kartide, Nell, Commodus, and Calamitous. Damn. Nell and Commodus, man, are amazing. Both amazing PvP champs. Calamitous as well. I'm sure you probably don't need to tell you this. Calamitous smacks as well. So very cool. Raph is 241. Donnie, 283. Yeah, all right. So my speeds are similar. My Donnie's probably a bit slower. My Donnie's a bit slower. But the rest of the speeds are probably, you know, give or take. Might be a bit too squishy. I changed Donnie into Nourish to try to do it. He's rocking the double swords, Ella the Smelter. He's rocking the double swords. I think I'll yeah. I mean, why not? Why not, right? Why not? All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. Obviously, we're going to get a blue. 0.5% chance of a gold. Oh my god. Can you believe that? A blue. Anyway. To be expected. I won't be YOLOing a Void Glide. No. Don't need a second Titus, especially with only having no Wixwell. Yeah, I mean, Nell and Commodus, like, I don't even actually know what Commodus. I know what Commodus does, right? So probably shouldn't say that. I know what Commodus does. But instantly detonates. Yeah, right. So you're building with a bunch of HP. That's where his instant detonation comes from. That's why he's so broken. Yeah, right. Manual makes sense. Manual makes sense. Yeah, I had to do some manualing for the Marius missions, but I'm trying to get a full auto team to work, but I might be able to get the speeds now. Oh, whoops, keep swapping him between his forms. Yeah, I mean, even his first form, I mean, attack all enemies, removes all buffs, and then place a block active skills for 2 turns. Also steals 20% turn meter from each enemy. He steals 80% turn meter in a PvP fight. It's ridiculous. This as well, steal 100% turn meter, put the... It's like he just keeps getting more turns, and then he gets the extra turn on this. Such a ridiculous champion. And you can't bomb him either. And now, oh my god, now with an Arachne Elixir, obviously you're still working. That would be my main incentive for finishing off can't think, Faction Wars. And now with Arachne Elixir. Yeah. Not a pretty looking champion. Not a pretty looking champion, is he? Edward looks much cooler. Maybe one day we'll get him. Hopefully they do a guaranteed event and we'll be able to go and get him. See if we got, still finishing. They've added a nice new pop-up actually when the, here we go. As I was saying, finished a nice new pop-up. Ah, there we go. Got 4 of the grey ones. A little bit of progress, 3 of the bronzish looking ones. So 52 out of 80 now. Yeah. I wouldn't... Progressive, even on the progressive, man. So I think if you think about it, right? You've got to hit the 0.5% chance to first hit the legendary. And then I think it's a 15% chance on voids that you then hit the one on progressive. It's not a good deal. It's not a good deal at all. What it might be, yeah, maybe 10 to 15%. I'm not sure. It's definitely around 5% for ancients and normals, but it's just such bad rates. Farming level 6 to 7 are 100% wins and takes 2 minutes per run. Yeah. I mean, if you're happy farming 6 to level 6 or 7, that's fine. Yeah, Wixwell, I mean, it depends. Raid makes a great point. If you have a Wixwell, changes it a little bit. I'll show you guys my issue I have. Actually, he's already here. Here's my Titus, right? I got a Wixwell after I skipped. I wish that would happen to me. I've got the Titus here, 5-star soul, and no Wixwell, unfortunately. No Wixwell, so it's disappointing. Very disappointing. And honestly, we're probably not going to get a Wixwell at all. Because as I was saying, what? Is 200 legendary champions in the game? 210 or something? Such low odds. Alright. Another thing ticked off the list. I forgot to check what these were. Oh, we'll do some Grim Forest. Grim Forest is great. You need, Nell needs the Arachne Elixir. She's all about limiting, champions, especially in PvP, basically stopping enemies from being able to buff up. That's the entire reason you run it, because anytime you buff up, you take poisons, and with the Arachne Elixir and a blessing, she becomes, an absolute menace to deal with. She needs some attack for the poisons to do damage. No. What faction is she? Knights Revs? This is a poor performance for myself. What faction is Nell? Dark Elves? Oh my. Can someone... Alright, someone just tell me... someone could tell me what faction she is before I start clicking through everyone looking for it. That would be great. Yeah, the no Wixwell is very sad. No Wixwell is very sad. Anyway, we'll do some Grim Forest. Grim Forest is some great content. It's not difficult, which I like, personally. Oh, Sylvan Watches. Alright. Yeah, so whenever an enemy receives a buff or is healed, it has their turn meter increased by skill places a poison on them, which ignores block debuffs, right? So broken. you're basically, it's just a better Phsylax at this stage. Sort of a better Phsylax. But yeah. I have never built a Nell, so I can't comment on how to properly build her. But I'm sure there's lots of videos out there. I'd assume you need attack for, the main thing would be building some attack for her poisons to do damage. Attack speed and accuracy would be the stats I'd be looking for. Just off the top of my head. Yeah. Yeah, both of her forms are based on attack. So you want to just build her attack, speed, and accuracy would be what I'd say. If anyone else has any suggestions, feel free to go ahead. And, you know, suggest all down below. What are you guys most wanted mythicals? I've got a couple. That I would really, really like. Which I have yet to pull and probably will never pull. But, I mean, you can always hope, right? But yeah, let me know what your guys' most wanted mythicals are. There's a couple really nice ones in there. Mine obviously always goes to Galathea. Such a good champion. Yeah, Galathea is probably mine at the moment. Also, yeah, but for PvP, I mean, you can't go past the bird guy. Nice. Ridiculous champion. Ridiculous champion. Yeah. Stone Skin attack build's good. Yeah, Commodus is a good sage. Sage. Yeah, Androx's great. Androx's so good for Chimera. The new Dark Elf Spider looks cool too. I'll have a look at her kit after, because I, again, saw some videos on her when she originally came out, but it's been a second. Alright, we'll see if, I think this team should work without me having to do too much, so. Theodosia is a cool champion. I think Theodosia is exceptionally cool too. All right, we might need to change this team slightly. Yeah, Theodosia's great. My Cold Heart needs a bit more accuracy. All right, she's no point having the Cold Heart in here. And Michelangelo does not have, right, which is probably unhelpful. Oh, wait, did I have him in the, you know what? Don't take off, yeah. Don't take off gear someone you've already got in the team. Because that does not good thinking. Hilvy's not built. I can just put her in Fabian's gear and see how she performs, though. Could be quite interesting to have in the team. Yeah. When do you guys reckon they'll be doing Void Primals? Or Void Mythical Champions? The thing I always jokingly say is they're going to start adding Ignore HP in. Which is obviously game breaking. Ignore HP would be absolutely ridiculous to have in the game. Apparently, I don't have any good accuracy banners that have some speed rolls on them. This could be nice. This might be the go for the moment. Just keeping this banner. One roll of speed is fine. Yeah, we'll just put this one on Hilvy. Didn't realize we got some block debuffs now. Probably won't. HP or defense. But yeah, hope you guys are all enjoying the stream so far. Having a nice chilled CvC to start with. Go with this. And then I might try and see if I can find a pinpoint ring then. But I might not have one, which is a bit unfortunate. It's alright. It's crazy how Mithrala solos most of the Grim Forest bosses. A lot of resistance in the elixir paired her up with Odin, and is all good for me. Yeah, man. She's a great champion. The elixir, by the way, such a good relic. 100%. Enables you to do so much more. I might as well just grab this random defense one. But yeah. Elixir is just such a good relic. Chuck it on anyone and just enable them to solo through a bunch of content. Really good. I will probably put in... There we go. Yeah. It's the Grim Forest is such a I've really enjoyed it. I think it's been a great bit of content. I do have concerns about, just the amount of time they expect people to be putting into it, because obviously they haven't got rid of any content whilst they've added it. But I think it's really fun. It's not overly challenging, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, Brimstone. Brimstone's great to speed up anything. Just target the... Lucian on hard, but I was able to clear most stages and got chest, so 11 fragments for the minimum difficulty so far. Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those areas where you just want to get as much done, as you can, really. But, yeah. Did you clear all the mini bosses? Because I managed to... This is really disappointing. I might have to leave this. For the moment. Because some of these bosses are just easy to come back when you get all the stat boosts. Yeah, did you clear all the mini bosses? Because I was only able to do it clearing the mini bosses first, and then doing him after that, because I tried on normal to fight all the bosses at once, and that went exceptionally badly. Not good at all. But yeah. Way better than... It is 100% way better than Curse City. 100%. Curse City is... I like to phrase it as kind of like soft locking versus hard locking. Like, Grim Forest soft locks you by the fact that you select your champions at the beginning, right? But even if you don't have the right champions, you can still attempt the level. The Curse City just hard locks you if you don't have the right champions. Grim Forest was good. How far are you with the Grim Forest mythical fragment-wise? I'll bring it up in a second. I think I'm just below 20. Grim was a good ad. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's a great ad. It's a good way to get goodies, and it's a nice feeling being able to scale your champions up and everything, Constant improvement. Yeah, only one, yeah. He's a bit of a difficult boss to do if you don't have, heals and stuff. But I'm sure you'll be able to get him soon. The Shun, yeah. Also to win time, certain fights just to let them by the time you're... Yeah. Well, that's what I just had to do with the Mimic then. I could not be bothered trying to take out the Mimic. Clearing all the normal is good. It's just free rewards, so clearing anything you can is great. Even that Mimic. Yeah. That was the thought process in the end. I was like, I could spend, 15 minutes trying to manual this Mimic fight, or I can just go and do this easier stuff, get more XP, and then by the time I'm, back there, be much, much easier. Ooh. What do we think, guys? Can I even... I can. We'll see how many of you are here. We'll see... We'll go... Trouble. Excuse my spelling. Trouble might. Except I cannot spell. All right, I'm going to put up a poll. See if that works. Never done this before. And yeah, let me know what you guys think I should go with. I have a preference, I think, but yeah. 5 votes. Finish Grim Forest hard, never attempted normal. Yeah, I mean, once you do hard, it can be a bit difficult to go back through. Yeah. Duo at the moment I'll leave it up for another 30 seconds or so, but I've definitely got more defense-based nukers than I do HP. But HP is probably more universally useful to, you know, old champions. Yeah, normal I found was just time consuming, right? It wasn't difficult, but no, we'll leave it up. All right, we'll end it there. Thank you, everyone. Looks like we will be going with the nightly resolve, so helping me pick that out. We'll leave all these fights. Energy I might pick up in a second. Fabian won't have his gear on. Yeah, I have Leia. It's what I was gonna let you guys have a bit of interaction, but yeah. Only HP based damage do I have is Embrys, who I think is probably in the in rotation, so wouldn't have been the smartest decision to go with the other one, but yeah. I'm glad you guys also we're able to see. For this, we might go and do some more tag team arena. Oh, I got to do Hydra. I'll do some. Hydra's a bit annoying, but we'll do it. Annoying in terms of I have to move everyone's gear around to do it. So extremely difficult, no. But it just takes a couple seconds to re-gear everyone once it's been done. Now, I think I should promote it. I'm only going to do it once. I've avoided doing it for... Not avoided. I haven't done it for 73 minutes. But if you guys do want to start a new Raid Shadow Legends account, you're more than welcome to use the link down below. Well, it's not. It's just in the description at the moment. Not in the pinned comment. Narma, Uugo, Fayne, Tagoar. Great epics. Alright, I think that's the plug done. I think that's the plug done for the moment. Alright. We'll have a look at some... I'm debating picking up some of the energy from Grim Forest. But I might not. I might save that for tomorrow. Just because I don't think it will be that interesting for you guys to watch me farm either Sand Devil or... Ice Golem. All good, Cartide. No stress at all, man. No stress at all. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not chaining you to your desk, so you're more than welcome if you've got stuff to do. To hop off, and you know, go get some food. Go get some food, of course. All right. Oh, I think I'm missing gear on someone. can tell by the power. Overall power. Would highly recommend setting, specifically for CvC as well, just setting single person defenses for tag team. Easiest way to farm up a bunch of points. Easiest way to farm out a bunch of points by a mile. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see any specific bit of content on my account. Hydra, Chimera. We probably won't do a Chimera run. But I can show you guys the team for a second. We will definitely do, I think we'll definitely do some Hydra quick battles to finish it off though. Finish off the stream. But yeah. Sand Devil teams, etc. Dungeon teams, just let me know. Welcome, welcome if anyone is also joining in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the set 3 4-man trash teams for coalition missions. Is that part of the missions? The getting defense stuff? I have to have a look. Have a look after this battle's done. Let's have a look. Is this for the... Is this for this mission, Volcanics? This repeat one? Oh, does that... yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember the one you were talking about. Oh, I didn't actually check what was 2x points as well. Faction Wars. Good thing we're farming that. Forge. Ah, Forge. Yeah. The repeat quest, that's fine. God. Don't think I have... I've got to farm... I don't know about you guys, but I really haven't... Swift parry gear looks really expensive to farm, to like craft. 50 per thing. I farmed a lot of Affinity Breaker last rotation to try and get some for my newt. Other than that, I don't think I have too many exciting things to craft. Is it worth building... Sorry. Is it worth building a rare provoker for Hydra? Are you able to give me the name of the rare provoker you're just thinking about? Off the top of my head, I would say no. I'm a big believer in provokers don't do too much. Unless it's actually like a proper full-blown provoker. So for example, people refer to Husk as Seeker and as provoking options for Hydra. I really don't like the A1 provokes. It's such a low percentage chance, and I doubt that the AI is going to target it if you're running it on auto. So at that stage, I probably just wouldn't bother and would go for more damage. So for example, the only provoker I use in my Hydra teams is Ashna, who has a 2-turn provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. Yeah, Swift Parry for Raph is a great shout. At the moment, mine's just built in lethal. Lethal and some merciless. But yeah, Nathan, I wouldn't really bother if it's just a rare one. But if you give me his name, I can go have a look at a kit, at the kit. All right. Let's keep going through. What else do we have to do? Might give this Cursed City stage again. See if I can make anything of it. Probably need to build some more champions. Either Sentinel or Null Horn. Yeah, I would probably just... I'd probably just leave it, Nathan, in all honesty. I think you would, without knowing what Hydra difficulty you're trying to run, I probably just wouldn't bother. Mine is merciless. I do not have a good swift parry. Yeah, I don't think I've ever crafted swift parry in all honesty. Yeah. Don't think I've ever crafted it. But it's had a bit of a resurgence recently, I think, in terms of popularity. But yeah, I don't think I have any other interesting sets ready to go at the moment. You're all good, Nathan. Have a good... If you're sticking around, enjoy the rest of the stream. If not, have a good rest of your day. We'll summon the rest of these champions while we're here. Yeah. I have seen that the drops there. I don't personally bother. I don't personally bother trying to get to platinum. I don't think I probably could actually. But maybe. Yeah, don't worry, I go what you meant. I think the reset time 10 in 10 hours, is that when it closes? Ends in 5 days, 10 hours. So for me, that's what, 7 AM in the morning or something. Yeah. Expose myself here. I forget to collect these all the time. How are your guys' relics looking? How is your collection? Do you guys have any mythical ones? I'm still waiting for my first, unfortunately. Still waiting for my first mythical relic, but hopefully it comes someday. I've only had 2 crafts, so. Thinking out loud. All right, fusion events. So Gear Hunters is up. Welcome back, Cartide. Welcome back. And Ice Golem is up. Gear Intention. No. The aim for, I think for me, finish this Gear Ascension tournament during this CvC for those extra points. All right. You also book my Embries now. Go into second form. Ah, you got shredded too then. Good, I'm gonna say it's the Stars of the G-Name. You might have to correct me if it's the other one. Attacks all enemies. Yeah, right. Let's fully book the enemies. Alright. Back down to 0, that's alright. That's alright. Should update in a second. Yeah. Me too, Cartide. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. Waiting game to see how long it will be until we get one. Use some glyphs. It was the other one. Stars of the Genie. Was the other mythical. I'll have a go look. Hello. After Hoaxum? With relics, what happens when you select different materials to craft? It just splits it up more. So if we have a look here, if I select all these legendaries from all 4, it's see, it's now split between all these different groups. However, if I took out the these relics and these relics and just went all with the discovery. See how it's split less? It's just each time you split it, you're just giving yourself you're splitting the different groups you'll get. So like, if you go in all these Forge Pass relics, it's 50% standard, 50% Forge Pass. If you throw in one of the discovery, then it's 37.5%. Gotcha. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, damn. Shredder and Seafy is crazy. It's a very impressive pull. Congratulations, man. Seafy's a great champion too. Definitely better than Shredder. Yeah, Weight Shadow Legends isn't always Weight Shadow Legends. But yeah, Folksum, hopefully that helps you out. Yeah. No, it doesn't do too much. Should we craft these Forge? Craft the Forge ones? We should probably craft the Forge ones. Oh, what the other... That's what I was going to look at. It was the... Oh, Xevious Servitude. Yes, Xevious Servitude. I think both of these are incredibly good. I mean, don't have a nice. If you had a nice, crazy. But yeah, no, Xevious Servitude's a great one to have on a damage dealer. Someone you want to keep alive? Yeah, you're welcome though, ask him. 100 energy. All right, we'll farm Ice Golem. I'll show you guys my Ice Golem too. It's pretty simple. Make sure everyone's got their gear on. Last thing we want is for people to start dying. No, everyone's got gear on. Pretty simple team. Just a man-eater newt team with the reset. Ashnar's great for helping me get through the waves here. Just keep them under CC and slowly whittle them down. The second wave's a bit more iffy, I suppose. It's all right. And then, yeah, we open up here with Yumiko's full reset. Unfortunately, this Go-Go resisted, so we'll see if that causes some issues. I think we should be all right. Yeah, turn me to decrease on the newt. But yeah, fortunately, I killed the wave slow enough that Yumiko's able to cycle back around to her reset again. Yeah, I was really struggling with Ice Golem. I don't know how you guys find it, but before they changed Newt's like AI, he used to not target the big guy. He would target the minions with his Blessed Bash. So before they changed that, would really struggle. But much better now. Because unfortunately I don't have an Artak, which would make it much easier. Still can't believe that Void 10 pull, man. That's crazy. Seafy and Shredder. Have you, do you use your Seafy? Curious to see. Yeah. Yeah, Newt's nice. I have to go, I have to give a shout out to Boozer. I'm assuming you know him. Yeah, there's actually a video of him pulling on my account. if you want to go watch that. It's how I ended up with both the Ash Knight and the Newt. So yeah, do you guys, if you want, I can go find the video and I can link it in the chat. Yeah. Do you use I'm assuming you use the CvC for a speed booster for arena. You've got an all-I pool on my account that supports no dominant nukers ever. Yeah. It's funny. I struggled on my account to pull any good supports for a very, very long time, and then Ancora and Python came, within the space of like 2 weeks. And I was like, all right. How's your account progression looking at, Big Burden? Actually, a dupe CvC. You're using 2 then, or I'm assuming you probably used it for Faction Guardians. Ice Golem is a drag. Ice Golem is a drag. If you don't have the right team, it's just annoying, especially trying to with the AI presets. Yeah, CvC's great for Sand Devil with the is it irresistible? It's the sleep on the turn meter. Yeah. She's great for that. I think it's over X amount of turn meter. It cannot be resisted. Yeah. It's good stuff. It means you can't get 3%ed. But yeah. How's your account looking, Big Bird? I'm curious to see how long have you been playing for? What would you consider, your account level like? Very curious to see what everyone's stages are. I don't actually, Volcanics, I don't know how to build a sleep team. So if anyone knows, that would be great, because I would like to speed up my Sand Devil. Yeah, finite hard without a Newt is tough. I had to put all my guys in very specific. I think it was this team. Yeah, this team. I had to put everyone in very specific builds for it. Like I draw off all the builds on my account to get it done. Super slow for 10. But yeah, without a Newt, so difficult. I feel for you, man. If you have the turtles, they can do it. They can definitely do it. Ice Column team is just super slow. Yeah. Ice Columns, again. Ice Column's a very specific one, All the only easy Spider and Dragon aren't rocket science. Ice Golem and Fire Knight are rocket science, in my opinion. With the amount, and just not rocket science, but you need some very specific champions in order to make it work. Me though, we're doing a lot of research. Yeah, I got to figure out how to build one. My team is not ideal at the moment. Just chuck on some glyphs. What's your guys' favorite champion on your account? I always find it an interesting one, because some people's champions, their favorite, aren't always, their best champions. Might have like a sentimental one. There's 5 silver keys in New Tower. Oh, actually, clan boss, 13 minutes. Oh no, it's reset. All right, let's have a look at clan boss war here. Sacred Shard? Sacred Shard? No. No speed. I'll keep it if it double rolls crit rate. Could still double roll crit rate. It's being kept, whatever. I am doing Fire Knight hard with, Makage and Turtles. No, Golden Will. Unfortunately, I'd be very impressed if I was. I have never been first ranked on Classic Arena runs. Nah. My account? No. Unfortunately. whoops. Let's forget about this. Tagoar. Yeah, Tagoar's a nice champion to have as your favorite. Nothing wrong with being a freshie. Rework potential here. I'll move that to 13, so I know I might want to rework it. You know, I'm not complaining that I got mixed up with that, but yeah, I mean, if I, yeah, it was. Doubt my account. Actually started to get back into the game because I wanted Yumiko. Yumiko is very cool. I don't think I realized how good of a pull she was when I got her. Yeah, I just don't think I really understand how good she was, but very lucky to have her. Big burn. I can... Kage and Turtles. I can... If you guys, out of idle curiosity, wanted me to try Fine Night Hard 10 run with the Turtles and Mikage, I can give it a go. I don't think it would work. Who do I want as the lead? Probably want Donnie as the lead. Newt at the back. Actually, don't use heal. Actually, I might do this. See if this team works. Oh, Newt's in here. Newt needs to get out of here. Newt's not testing for you guys. No, I think I do want to open. 5 years as free to play. I did quit for 3 months, came back when they started switching. Yeah. Switching free gear. I know. Such a great change to the game. Such a great change. It's hard to think that there was a time where there wasn't, you know, your free gear removal. If you guys think I should be changing around these, not too much, Raid, not too much. Just been chatting about some finite teams. And then we will... No. Yeah, I've never played any other like these style of games apart from Raid. So I can't comment, but I've heard good things about Etheria. Sorry, so just fiddling around with all these presets. All right, we'll see if this team works. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. Well, we came back for 3 months. El was great champ. If you're able to, if Golden Will was able to get him. Actually, free to play though. Probably wouldn't buy. I started my account right after the free gear remove was live. It's so much easier to progress. Yeah, 100%, man. You got unfairly punished, especially in the early game, just for putting on gear. Especially when you're learning too. Like, it was ridiculous just getting punished for putting gear on champions when, you know, you get your first bit and it makes such a difference. I found it a bit ridiculous, in all honesty. Yeah, all right. Again, I've never played it. I've heard good things about it, but yeah. Getting paid. So they do like the people that create it pay for sponsored channels. All right. See, I've tried to set up this team to go second here. So we'll see how it goes. I think it should go second. Yeah. All right. The counter attack. We'll see how this goes. Probably should have kept the cleanse, but then go reset again, so I should get another ally attack. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, Elva's great. Right. Raf's died. Anyway, as you can see, this team doesn't work. It's effort that counts. I'm gonna say I'm lacking speed and damage to get this finite team to work. Play Epic 7, that's my main game, and my friends with some of the creators. I've had them getting into sponsoring alarms to try and get players back. Yeah. I mean, Raid's very heavy on the sponsorship, as you guys probably know. Feel free to use my link. But yeah, I do not get paid directly. So, free gear removal made faction groups easy. Yeah, 100%. It's crazy to think, I'm going to give up on this run, by the way. It's crazy to think that people had to do faction wars without. Yeah, right. It would also help if I had my Michelangelo geared. That would also be a good start. All right, I'll try Leo as lead. I'll try it one more time. I don't want to use too much energy. Yeah, no, Raid's community is amazing. Something I noticed too. Whatever. Try Leo as lead. Also, by the time the shield is down, Mikey to put. Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. All right, so we'll open with this. Should I? What do you guys think about Donnie? Do I open? So I'm gonna go second. Do I open with his cleanse next, or do I then again open with his Yeah, no. I've tried it before with Newt version, and it worked like twice. But I was curious to see a couple of the other guys had Mikage, no Newt. So I was just testing it out. All good, Volcanics. Thanks for popping in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for the wishing me the best of luck. Have a good rest of your day, man. All right. Open with that, and then we'll go first choice like that. See if this works. Don't need to use skill reset after Mikage's use. Okay. I'll swap this around then. So that he does. Actually, I'll use this. I'll get rid of the open on the bodacious thing. Fiddling around with all the presets. My. Yeah, so I'm gonna have Mikage open with just an A1. Wait for the finite to attack, so then I get the counter attacks, and he's at lower turn meter. I think this will not work, but I think that's the best way to get around it. Shout, it does. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Not whatever, but I'll give this a go. If it doesn't work, we'll quickly run some of my Hydra teams. I can't believe it's nearly been 2 hours already. But after this, I might run 2 of my Hydra teams. And then we might leave it at that for the stream. Crazy. I don't think I turned off his A2, did I, for this round? That would be unfortunate. I don't think he's going to get back in time, unfortunately. Oh, no, he will. I pulled Yumiko 4 months ago and rarely use it because I go for Donny Fusion and he's pretty much 90% of my teams. Best with Lamasso I got recently. Yumiko will be a beast. Yeah. I can show you a sneak peek of my... well, not really. A sneak peek, but I can show you my Ultra Nightmare Hydra team, which uses a double reset. Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps, of course, man. I can try help you out with that. Perhaps. Yeah. 3 accounts. Can I get your opinion on which is a better start trying to choose a main? Yeah. Allied protections up. Heal. Raph survive this time. Yeah, if you give me the options, I'll give you my thoughts on it. Probably just missing a little bit of speed on all the... characters, I think, unfortunately. On all the turtles. Especially having no decrease speed on the Fire Knight himself is a bit annoying, and I need to be able to get up the decrease defense more often. You reckon? I see that, unfortunately, which I probably could have used. Oh, I might go back to prioritizing. Unfortunately, you know, used his A2 then on the... Oh, there you go, got it out again. Snooks to extend... Speed boost. Oh, maybe I will. The 50% destroyed HP on Raph scares me though. It's quicker than the other team I ran, I think. Oh, maybe. The other team wasn't 100%. Keep firing through. Having the... See if... Alright, see if Raph survives. Oh, no. Didn't have the unkillable. Yeah. I think I just need a little bit more speed on everyone. Probably get there. Maybe a bit more HP. Not that close though. So it's definitely doable. Definitely doable. Allow 5 million damage. Yeah, I can show you guys the stats. Like the Mikage's 328 speed. Could be a bit faster. Leo's 238. Donnie's 255. Mikey's 228. I think Raph's probably the slowest. 222. Yeah. See you, Cartide. Enjoy, man. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks very much for popping in. But yeah, a little bit of gear. There's not much else I could... If I put a bit more into... I've just got the speed and the accuracy for Fire Knight. So if I put a couple more stats in there, I could definitely get there. So 30 count. Alright, sorry, preps. Xeno, Cheshire, Narma, Seeker, Tagoar, Venomage, Loki, Maneater. Xeno, Tyranorak, Narma, Tagoar, Venomage, Mordecai, Genbo, Zagala. Xeno, Xeno, Tyranirak, Narma, Uugo, Tagoar, Deacon, Yosenya, Sepulchre, Sentinel. Options. Yeah, Roshan, getting Donnie's speed up might... You're right. Might be the key. Might be the key. I gotta, do some rebuilding with them. All right. You know what? Whilst I've got everyone here, I will put up a poll so you guys can vote on which account you think Prep should keep. There you go. If you guys want to vote, share your own opinions. But I mean, I think that given the fact that given the Cheshire Cat is kind of crazy. I find that ridiculous. Saying that Tyranirak is a Void Legendary, so will be more difficult to get, and she brings a lot more. The Cheshire Cat's just an out-and-out damage dealer. Tyranirak provides a lot more. She's also got the cleanse if you want to speed tune for Nightmare. For a clan boss. Tagoar Venomage. Tagoar no. Yeah, technically because of Donnie's reset skills, you should always have the unkillable. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Leah's got resistance, so he shouldn't have been So he shouldn't have been decreased. I was thinking decreased speed might have offset it. Yeah, I agree, Raid Shadow. The cat is ridiculously good. The cat is ridiculously good. However, early game Tyranirak might help more. Tyranirak's a barbarian. I have her on an alt account I have. And she's great for that. She brings increased speed, increased defense, the decreased attack, block boss, debuff spread, decreased speed, continuous heal. And she's got the cleanse here, which can be good for speed tuning. But I mean, the cat is just cool. And he scales ridiculously well into the end game. If you were picking between... So, the second and the third account, they both have Tyranirak. If you're going between the two of those... If you're going between the two of those, I'm probably going to say the second one's better than the third. Maybe? No, I'd say the third one's better than the second one. Tyranirak, Noelle, so Nick is crazy. Yeah, those are ridiculous stats, man. In terms of those drops you're getting. Well, as you can see, 2 people want Uugo with 3. I think early game, Tyranirak, if you're still here, Tyranirak would be better. The Cheshire Cat will be more relevant late game. Loki is not great, in my opinion. Seeker, Tagoar, Venomage are good. Maneater is helpful. Gembos, Argala, Osenia, Sepulchre, Sentinel. Yeah, man, you got me thinking. Venomage with the heal reduction is pretty good. But then the block buffs from Uugo. Deacon's great. Sonia, Mordecai for HP burns. Maybe I would consider going... I don't know, people in the votes aren't agreeing with me. I'd consider 2. Gallius, I think it was month through 4th profile shot. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Huge congrats to getting a Gallius. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been good when he came out, but his buff was pretty good. All right. Let's do some... quickly do some Hydra quick battles. Yeah, well, I was thinking similar to you. I was thinking that the second one gives you a lot of coverage in terms of like all your buffs and debuffs, etc. You got that HP burn. Genbo is great for PvP. Xeno, Tyranirak, and Narma and Tagoar, Venom H, all 5 of those are really good. I would probably go 2, in all honesty, low-key. But so I pulled 6 Sacred Dust and they gave me 3 Vault Lego. I was lucky. Yeah, Vault Legos are never nice to get. Yeah. Look, the Cheshire Cat, man, is cool. I love the Cheshire Cat. Tyranirak was going to give you more benefit early game. But the Cheshire Cat will scale more into the late game. So it depends if you want a better early game start or, you know, the Cheshire Cat's fun. If you can, do you have any preference? Would you actually prefer, you know, just having like more fun, I suppose? Or would you just prefer to, you know, have a better early game start? With Ezio coming, I'll get speed lead on the second account and single target. Yeah. Like, Deacon's a great dungeon carry. But it's a tough call, man. It's a tough call. I thought it'd be a lot easier when you said you had these options. Yeah. But no, I can't use crit rate. Yeah, I thought it would be a lot harder than what you made it then. Made it a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I'd already done it earlier. I had missed one of my Oh, I haven't done Ultra Nightmare. Oh, whoops. I thought I'd already run my Ultra Nightmare. It's me getting distracted. Thanks for helping me out there, Big Ben. Yeah, completely missed the fact that I hadn't run Ultra Nightmare. Just never a good start. There you go. There's the team, if anyone's curious. Just nothing too complicated. I used to have a slightly more interesting team, but this one just runs all the time. Yeah, I can show you my Lydia. So this is what my Lydia just sits in every day, Sag. So you got 74k HP, 3.5k defense, 300 speed, 350 accuracy. But this is just what I leave her in generally, but she's got a couple builds. So she's got, this is her, I was testing out. This is her Chimera build, looks more like this. So I'm going more resistance. And she becomes the ram target. I don't think I can. Yeah, so this is her stats for Chimera. So that, as you can see, they're a bit different. More heavy on the resistance, etc. And then she's also got this Hydra build, which is again a bit more different, as you guys can see here. Actually, might be this build, but yeah, 298 speed. Yeah, I can definitely build it in full feral. It just becomes a point of like I don't need it every day. This is just like a everyday usage build, so what she goes in for dungeons. So I don't need her in full feral for this. But yeah, I've got to rebuild some of my Hydra teams. So I'll try full feral for my next Hydra run. Anyway, I was clearing up some space so we could do. You guys could see my Hydra teams quickly. We won't run Nightmare. Nightmare team's a full reset team, and it takes me like an hour to run properly. So we're not going to do that at the moment. No speed. Clan Pulse put Leo lead, rest of the turtles, and Lady M. Yeah, that could definitely go. Oh yeah, in the exact same spot, Big Burn. exact same spot. I've got a Titus with a 5-star soldiers waiting to go, but no Wixwell, unfortunately. No Wixwell. He's sitting. My Titus is sitting very pretty in Heaven Cast, ready to get used, but yeah, no Wixwell. Yeah. So she's got. I can definitely should try and build her in. Should definitely try build her in Feral for other areas of the game. All right. You guys get to see me chuck on all my Hydra builds here. Should take just a minute or two, and then we can run the team. Hopefully, Sag, that was enough for you to get a glimpse of the builds I run her in. Again, as Raid was saying, you probably want to run her in 9-piece Feral if possible, but sometimes it's just impossible. Brogni, Yumiko, Lamasa, yeah. Well, the progress is on today, man. If you're either a very big spender or you're feeling lucky, you can go ahead and give it your best shot. Go ahead and give it your best shot, but yeah, I wouldn't be expecting to hit it. Are you all good, man? Thanks for popping in. Hopefully it's helpful. Who else am I missing? Stolen and Arthur. Do you guys prefer Hydra Chimera? I personally despise running Chimera each week. It's my least favorite bit of the week. Just not fun at all. Not a good experience. But Hydra I don't mind. Used to enjoy running it more. Yeah, 10 void shards in a dream. Unfortunately, I don't think that will get you. The Titus, but you can always try. But yeah, I'd probably save them. Again, you got to hit the 0.5% and then the and then 0.5 and then the 15%, I think. All right. So gone full turn meter here on Brutal, which is good. Second week in a row it's gone full turn meter. 374 million. Crocat absolutely carrying. Tholan's just mainly into if Crocat gets stuck. And then obviously Shemael's in for the Head of Torment. Sneak Track's just in for survivability. And then and decreased speed. Arthur's in for heals and stuff. And Shyak's obviously in for Packmass. Shyak's in for Crocat. See, what's the teams here? Trunda team, Mikage Ninja. Some nice teams. Still says clash points from last week. Bit bugged. So I'm assuming you won't go chasing it then? Vuchuan? I can probably end that poll as well. Get the Hydra builds now. Going for the Brutal team? The hard team I have? Hard. Yeah, the hard team. Then we might leave it at that, guys. It's getting pretty late for me. Yeah. That's makes sense then, man. If you don't want to go for it, then you might as well try. Even though the odds are so bad, but you never know. The same people pull one primal and then end up with an amazing mythical. All good, man. Hopefully, preps. Hopefully we were helpful. Sorry, I couldn't give you much more. It's a tough decision. I'll catch you. Hopefully, I'll catch you next stream. See what we do about that. But yeah, it's been nice enjoying everyone's company. Get Uugo as the final champion. But yeah, I completely agree. If you're not going, you might as well try your best. It'd be game changing for your account. All right, we'll see what this team does. This one shouldn't go the turn limit. Not quite as good as the other team. It's fine, they would take that. 100% Raid Shadow. First champion. Got to grab it. Well, you don't have to grab it, but put you in a good position and then... Should I open these? And no mythical book. Still the 25 saved up since... So, yeah. 100%. 100%. Ooh, I need this to be resistance. I'm looking for a nice resistance banner for my Pythion. / my Donatello. How is... Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I don't have a provoke in the other team I run. But it's just not that I really do too much, I would think. This is the Nightmare team, by the way, everyone. It's a full reset Newt, full reset team. So just resetting Newt. Ashnar, it just sits in his second form and uses his A2 and he's just provoke when he needs, but mostly he's just using this. So just constantly debuff spreading. Have 8 or so debuffs. Get up to like 60 or 70 turns of duration on them, which is a bit crazy. But yeah. When I get Marius Newts coming out, Marius is going straight in for the AoE damage. But yeah, not that I run that one. Not that I run that one at the moment. Not a bad shield there. At 6-star, I'll keep it for the moment. If it rolls 1 into the speed, it's been kept. If it rolls 2 into the speed, I'll definitely consider keeping it. No. Yeah. Right, chat, I'm not, as I was saying to the guy that came in earlier talking about the rares, I'm not a massive fan of provokers unless they're like an actual specific provoker. If that makes sense. Like none of this A1. Not a fan of A1 provokers. I've always found that they don't do too much. It's not great. So I don't have anyone else that can really do, you know, a nice level of provoking. All right. Yeah. Nightmare team. Is that unfortunate thing about running Hydra is that it blows up all my builds and then I have to go back through and try and put them all back on again. Not ideal. Here's the yeah. Stash of shards. I think we're basically covered everything. My count for the moment, I wasn't gonna run Doom Tower for you guys. Boring. Can't run it in the background. Chimera. I was messing around yesterday testing out a new Chimera team. This is the one I currently use. But was seeing if I could get, you know, more trials out of it, but I found that my Leonardo just was not doing enough damage. So probably then I have to put that on the back burner until I get some better gear. I've heard that they're rebringing old fusions. Yeah. Yeah. Bringing old fusions back would be absolutely amazing. Like, there's plenty of champions I would go for. I think Boozer, Nubs, they might have rated like, you know, old fusions, but I think there's some really good ones. I might be able to actually find the video for you guys. But yeah, I mean, Armand's, Fabian, they all come to mind. Here's another one, Newt. If you wanted to get Newt would be an amazing pickup. Was it Nubs that did it? Can't remember. But yeah, I saw someone rate them all. Might have been Boozer. But yeah, there's some ones instantly that I think people would just instantly do. I'd be interested to see how they did them. I'm not sure what you think, but I'm hoping that they don't have two fusions like ongoing, so they have a new one and an old one. I think that would not be good, because then you don't have to pick. But yeah, some amazing fusions out there that obviously lots of people would want to go back and get if they could. Keys in Doom Tower. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up the stream in a second, guys. I hope everyone's had a good time. What's your number one fusion that you would do? Oh, Wixwell. Wixwell would be mine. For Titus, 100%. 100%. So, if you guys are watching, feel free to go leave a like and subscribe. Just helps the channel, you know. No pressure, of course, but very much appreciated either way if you decide to do. And subscribe or like. Brogni, Yumiko, Lamassu, yeah. You'd probably consider going for a Wixwell 2 Rutian. I've heard that the Brogni teams are a bit harder to build. Fair bit harder to build than the Wixwell teams, just because your Brogni has to do damage, to get it up, and then yeah. And I think he's limited on the amount. He can kind of scale it. Trials 14 minutes. How's everyone's CvC progress going? Slowed off a bit since all the booking, personally, but I think we're powering through. Mario's already up at 222,000. He hustles. I tell you, he hustles. Hello, Zulu. Thank you for popping in. How are you going, man? That's really sad. Yeah. Yeah, that's really sad, man. I feel bad for you. Never a good feeling to have that happen. Considering it was Fabian as well. Yeah. I fortunately haven't missed a fusion that I've gone for yet, but I mean, it's only a matter of time, really. It's bound to happen. It's so hard to keep track of it all. But I do know some people that have, and yeah, frustrating experience. Good, just prepping on my new free-to-play account. Congrats, man, on the new free-to-play account. Hopefully it all goes well. Best of luck, of course. Need a lot of luck on a free-to-play. What, prepping? Prepping in terms of you haven't yet started, or prepping in terms of you're thinking about what to kind of go with? I'm curious what link in terms of like starter one you want to use, like out of the Cheshire Cat or Tyrannorack. Yeah. No, 100%. Me too, man. Fabian was my first fusion. Can be stressful times. I remember the first time trying to keep track of it. Playing. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was my first fusion. I remember struggling to keep track of everything going on. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm doing... Oh, yeah, nice. Tyrannorack and Narma are absolutely amazing. Couldn't agree more. If you've been... Tyraku's been doing... Not a free-to-play, obviously, but he's been spending on it. But he went with Narma, and she looks bonkers. It's for clearing through Dragon and just doing damage in... Clan Boss. Just a normal one. Crazy champion. Crazy good. Actually, I've got myself up too high here, disappointingly. Even with the one-person defenses. Yeah, me too. I've been watching a bit of it. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable to watch. So I'm glad you're also getting some enjoyment out of it. It's pretty cool. I mean, no doubt he's been lucky. Narma, Tagoar, Venomage, Mordecai. Yeah. Good link, man. Good link. Narma, Tagoar, Venomage, Mordecai. Yeah. Mordecai's an interesting one because he obviously brings that HP burns. Venomage is great. I think my link is Tagoar, Uugo, and Fayne. So, I mean, Venomage and Fayne do very similar things. Yeah, it depends if you want the HP burn, I suppose, really. All personal preference about what you want in your account. But that's a good link to start with. Mordecai will be good for Spider. Because you're in a lot more trouble if you don't, have a Spider team. Go do some crafting. Ezio will be coming tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, right? Venomage is also, I mean, they're basically, they bring the same stuff. Like Fayne's kit, decrease defense, weaken, poison, decrease attack. And if we have a look at Venomage, heal reduction, poison, decrease defense, attack. So you're, missing out on the weaken, you're getting the heal reduction. But she also brings like that, you know, enemies under heal reduction buffs, inflict 15% less damage. They're interchangeably, I think they're pretty interchangeable and they're pretty good. Fayne Mage also has got great application. I don't like Mordecai. Well, it's nice to spot on. That's why you made it like that. Yeah. No, Mordecai's good. I actually don't think I've ever pulled him. Mordecai, what faction? Is he Knights Revs? I'd be guessing on what faction he's in, but I don't think I've ever pulled any Mordecai. Undead? Yeah, sorry, I don't know what faction he's in, but yeah, I don't think I've ever pulled a Mordecai, so. But yeah, Spidey's great for Fayne's very good. Narma, Tagoar, and Venom Mage, you come very tanky, 100%, and the decreased attack. Yeah, I think it's a great start link. I would go for Narma, Xeno to Venom link, because you could go... Oh, Sacred Order. His burns were throwing me off. Looks more of a... Yeah. I mean, it's on the... Yeah, Mordecai's great for Spinal. Turn me to fill, turn me to decrease. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, he's great. Looks great. Only thing would be this is on a 4-turn, probably because he puts the increased attack. If that was on a 3-turn, he'd be amazing, but yeah. He looks great. I think you made a great choice, man. Xeno's cool. I haven't built my... I'm assuming when we're saying Xeno, we're talking about Xenomorph, right? Or am I misinterpreting here? Ah, I never thought about that. Zulu? He'll be soloing Spider? Yeah, with her, Yeah, Xeno and Xenomorph, yeah. Alright, I did have that. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, Dark Elf. I haven't built mine. I have the 5-star soul. It looks good for wave clear. Yeah, not hard spider. Not hard spider. I just clicked on hard spider. But yeah. Yeah, she looks good for it. Oh, he, sorry. Mordecai? No, he'll be here. Yeah. You have to turn off Xeno's 8th 2, right? If you run him into Demon Lord. Yeah, Narma does. Taraki's video just shows how crazy Narma is. All right. We'll wrap up stream in a minute or two, everyone. It's been going for 2.5 hours so far. Just under. Got to build. A couple things to do still. I do know Vulcan, yeah. I haven't seen the Ultra Nightmare rushes, but I wouldn't be surprised. Smart guy. 14 days with Narma isn't, again, wouldn't be surprised. Narma does a ridiculous amount of damage. absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. But yeah. All right. I think we'll leave it there, everyone. I've got a couple more things to tie up, but I'll do them all off camera. They just take a while to run. Not super interesting, but just want to say thank you all for tuning in for the first stream. 2.5 hours, got more people than I ever thought would get for the stream, so it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys always enjoyed. He's the free-to-play Arbiter record holder as well. Guy lives in Brew speedrunning. Yeah. Well, I mean, I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle and the dedication. Speedrunning is something I enjoy doing a little bit, but I couldn't do it all the time. Could not do it all the time. But yeah, I have to go check out some of his content then. Yeah, but as I was saying, I appreciate it all. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll definitely do another stream for next PR CvC, but maybe we'll chuck in one a bit sooner because I had a lot of fun. So thanks guys once again for tuning in. I appreciate it all, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great